Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of praying through the darkness. How many times have you been disappointed? Are you disappointed daily? I mean, it can be something really little or it can be something huge. In fact, I'm going to share with you today. Yesterday had told hubby, it was around lunchtime, and we really hadn't eaten anything substantial for breakfast, so I said, hey, don't you want to go get a Whataburger for us for lunch? He said, sure, and I was like so excited. But he sat there in his chair. He's looking at something on his phone. I don't know what it was. He might have been playing a game. And he kept sitting there. Folks, 30 minutes later, he is still sitting there. And you all know I am not a patient person. So I finally reconciled myself to the fact that he wasn't as interested in a burger as I was. So I got up and I made us some leftovers. It's not because we didn't have anything in the house to eat. It's just I wanted a hamburger. A Whataburger, in fact. And if you are from Texas or if you know anything about Whataburgers, as far as I'm concerned, folks, there is not another burger in the world that tastes like a Whataburger. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So yes, I was disappointed that I didn't get my hamburger. But, that's just a little bitty thing. What are some other ways we're disappointed? Obviously, we get disappointed when things don't go our way, which was yesterday. We're disappointed when we are looking forward to visits from our kids or us getting to go somewhere and do something exciting and the plans fall through. That's a big disappointment. Another huge disappointment is putting in for a promotion and doing everything, filling out all your accomplishments and everything, just making it to where they couldn't possibly pick anyone else but you, right? And then the promotion gets passed on to somebody else. That's a real kick in the gut, isn't it? But, there is one person, one true love that never disappoints. And that is our Heavenly Father. Today, we are going to hear some words from David from Psalms 27:14 about just how God never, ever disappoints us. Here's what I've learned through it all. Don't give up. Don't be impatient. Be entwined as one with the Lord. Be brave and courageous and never lose hope. Yes, keep on waiting, for He will never disappoint you. And isn't that right? Those of us that truly continue to develop our relationship with God, we know that waiting on Him is part of our spiritual growth. God answers our prayers and He takes care of us in His own time. Now, that doesn't mean He's going to allow us to flounder around when we truly need Him. But what it does mean is that He wants us to learn to fully trust Him, to truly wait on His responses. Because, many times when we come to God, it's in a, I need an answer right now, or I need you to fix this right now, which increases our impatience, which sometimes also, folks, when you stop and think about it, it increases our disappointment. And that's really not fair to God. We should come to Him long before we need something. We should come to Him long before we get ourselves in such a mess that we need an instant bailout. God does not work at the flip of a switch. We can't turn Him on and turn Him off at our own leisure. He expects us, which is rightfully so, to have a continuously growing and building relationship with Him that comes with constant conversation, communication. Whether it be through your time of Bible study or you're just out riding along in the car somewhere and you feel the urge to talk to Him. That's when our faith in Him, honestly for me, many times, has become the strongest because, number one, I know He's listening. Number two, I know that not only is He listening, but He's also helping me to see the beauty around me, to fully understand how wonderful it is to have Him to talk to have Him to lean on, to have Him for His comfort, and folks, above all things, to know that He loves me, to know that He accepts me for who I am, because number one, He created me, like I always like to remind you, but through that creation, even though I was born into a world of sin, when I came to Him and said, Father, I want to be yours again. I want to wholly, fully be yours. And that came by the acceptance of the sacrifice of His Son, Jesus Christ. And you know, He has never disappointed me. If I've ever been disappointed, it's been my own fault. Because like I said, I can admit that I've gone to Him many times and said, Lord, I need a solution to this, and can you give it to me like right now, please? And when I don't get the answer, I will also admit I've maybe been a little frustrated and angry at times, but it shouldn't be at God. It should be at myself. Because, like I said, I didn't go to Him beforehand. I tried to hand it all on myself and got myself into a bigger mess. Also, like I said, we should not put time restrictions on God because He has never disappointed us. Think back over all of the times that He has delivered you. Think back over all of the times that He sent that special person to talk to you, to share a few minutes with you, to give you a lending ear so that you could vent, that brought you something that you truly needed. I mean, God never disappoints, whether we need something or not. He always knows what we need, and He also knows the right time in which to deliver it for us. We should never be disappointed in Him. We should be disappointed in ourselves. And you know what? I'm also going to admit to be just a little bit ashamed. Because look at what all God has done for us. And for us to be upset because He doesn't jump at the drop of a hat for us? I mean, come on now. He gave up so much. He gave up His own Son to die on the cross so that we could once again stand in His presence clean and holy. So we should never be disappointed with what He has to offer us. We should be disappointed in ourselves. My timing is not the same as yours, God. When I am waiting, it can feel discouraging when I am doing it on my own with no end in sight. But when I actively connect with you in the delay, I find that your faithful character sustains me. You are my source of courage, not my own tenacity. When I am tempted to give up, help me not to let go of hope altogether. As I remain knitted into your presence, I find grace to continue to wait. Though circumstances may disappoint, you never will. Your nature is faithfulness, and I can rely on your goodness to be present every step of the journey. Faithful Father, you have never let me go. Even as I falter in faith, you hold on tightly. Give me courage to continue to press into you in the waiting and to trust that you will never go back on your promises, for you are so good. That's right, folks. He will never go back on His promises to us. His promises of compassion, love, mercy, strength, comfort. He always gives us what we need when we need it. And above all, He never disappoints. I hope that you've enjoyed hearing these encouraging words today, and take just a moment truly to reflect. How many times have you wanted to put the disappointment on God when it should have been disappointment on yourself? Grow stronger in your relationship with God daily, because that is what He wants. He wants us to continually to rely on Him and to know that we are loved. Let me remind you that these devotionals I bring to you every day come from this little blue book that's put out by Broad Street Publishers. I have a link for you down in the description box. All you have to do is click on it and it'll take it right to it. It's a wonderful little resource book to add to your collection of daily devotionals. Thank you so much again for being here. Please let me remind you to hit that like button and to share it out to anyone that you feel like needs to be encouraged today. Remember that when Satan wishes to come in and put the blame where it shouldn't be, turn to God. He's right there waiting to give you encouragement and the strength that you need to turn away from the dark side. And remember, folks, I love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.